Alright, so we're going to install the Kwikset 914 today. I'm going to be doing a walkthrough, step by step, of how to install this lock. So here we go. First thing is take the equipment out first. Alright, so here's all the equipment out. You can see we got a bunch of different screws, we got batteries, we've got the deadbolt here, and we've got some more screws, a key, this piece right here for rehanding the lock. But where we're going to be starting is we're going to start right here with the deadbolt. So step one is going to be to install the deadbolt. The first step is you're going to want to test out the length of this deadbolt first. So you can see I extended it. It was a little long. So what we're going to do is we're going to shorten that. We're going to put it in there. Make sure that it says up. That's an easy thing to forget, but just make sure that it says up right there. You're going to put that through, and you can see it fits in there perfectly. And then we're going to pull out these screws right here. You can use either one of the screws in there, but the next step is going to be to screw these screws in. So we'll do that. If I can open this. There we go. Get it open. And once I get that open, we're going to be screwing two holes, or drill two of the screws right into there. So, got both these out, and that'll be the first step, so we'll put it in there, screw that in real quick. And then the next one. Screw that in real quick. Alright, step two now. The next step here is we are going to install what I call the skeleton piece. So that piece is going to be this guy right here. And while we're installing him, we also have to install the front plate. So we got the skeleton and the front plate. So we'll put the front piece on first. You'll see there's a little hole there in the middle, and the cord's going to go underneath. So we'll want to line this up, this piece right here, and then we'll slide them in, line them up right there. Perfect. Goes on there perfect. We're going to flip it over to the other side. And so now, let's see, we're going to grab our skeleton piece. Put it right through the little middle there. Make it flush. So it's right there in the middle. If you're too down, too up, that can affect the lock. And then you'll see down here on the bottom, the cord is going to have a little place to hang out. After that, are going to screw it in with these two long screws. You can see not pointy at the ends, but these are going to go in. Be careful here. You can definitely go too tight. If you do, that will affect the lock. So I say sometimes just grab a Phillips and do it, but because we're doing it for speed here, I'm going to just drill it in, but not drill it in too much. So let me do that. Drill there. Drill there. Let's get the last one. There we go. And a little bit here, and I probably did it too tight. Typically do. And you'd always want to check the front, make sure you did it straight. Not too bad for me, but that right there is going to be the second step of installing the Kwikset 914. Alright, so for the third step, you're going to be putting on the body. So it'll be this piece right here. You'll see that on the back there's an arrow. This arrow right here will attach right, so you can see it. It'll go right here, attach right there. And then what we'll need to do is this cord's pretty long, and you'll see that it won't line up like that, so we actually have to tuck this cord in here, just like I'm doing right there. And you tuck it in there. Let's see if you can see it good. So it's tucked in there. And then from there, you're just going to make sure that it lines up perfectly. which it does. And then we're going to push that on just like that. And the next step from there is we're going to do a screw right there and a screw right there on the bottom. And you're actually going to use the 2-pack of screws. So there's a pack of 3 and there's a pack of 2. They're going to be the small screws like this. If you have like a little Phillips, this typically works the best. So I'm just going to put it in there for right now and then screw it in. So get them in there. Perfect. And then you're going to screw this side as well. So we'll get that one in. All right, now here's step 4. And this is probably the most easily forgotten step whenever installing any of the Kwikset smart locks, is we actually have to teach the deadbolt which direction to go. And this is called the rehanding process. So how you do this is we're going to pull the battery pack out, which is nice, it just pulls right out. We're going to put these batteries in, just like this. And so if you ever forget this step, some of the things that you might notice is whenever you're sending a command to your lock, it's going in the wrong direction, or you hear a clicking noise whenever you're turning it. You typically need to rehand the lock. So let me show you how it's done. All you have to do is hold this lock button right here on the front. So we're holding that lock button, and then we're dropping the battery pack in. And you can see the deadbolt moving back and forth. All that's doing right there is teaching this deadbolt which direction to go. Sometimes it takes 30 seconds, sometimes it takes a minute, sometimes it takes 5 seconds. But once it's complete, you know that it's been rehanded and it's good to go. So that's step 4. All right, before I do step 5, I just wanted to show you there's some programming that you can do here just by turning it on and off. One of those is auto lock, so you can turn on an auto lock feature where your lock will automatically lock. So that's one of the things you can do there. But the last step is we're just putting on this plate right here. So I'll do that real quick. And goes on there nice. And then you'll see there's a screw right there. There's a screw right there. And then there's a screw underneath. For this, you're going to use the pack of 3. And for the pack of 3, you are going to get that open. And once you get that open, you got your screws right here. You're going to screw those into the side and screw it under the bottom, and you'll be good to go with the Kwikset 914. The only other step you might have to do is a rekeying process, which they have the tool right here. That's going to be to rekey your lock to your old one. So that'll be another video, but this is how you install the Kwikset 914.